Hi everyone, it's Simon Keeling here at weatherweb.net and it is Sunday the 15th of September. Thanks again for watching. Don't forget we're kept free of charge by the adverts you see around the screen here, and by you coming back and using the site and using the adverts is what keeps us free of charge, so thanks for doing that. Some great satellite pictures around this morning. This is of the Gulf of Mexico and shows Hurricane Ingrid. It's actually a water vapour image and really shows well the effect of the hurricane that's centred out here at the moment in the Gulf of Mexico. It's going to be tracking its way steadily northeastwards and turns into a tropical storm as it makes landfall on Monday. Mexico being battered from both directions. It's also being hit by another hurricane, which is Hurricane Manuel, which is off the western coast in the eastern Pacific, and that one will be making landfall later on today. So some really wet and windy weather across Mexico just now. Some good satellite pictures close to the home too. This is the picture from 7 o'clock this morning and really shows well the cold front here as it tracked its way southeastwards through the country, bringing some pretty heavy bursts of rain during today. Storm system is off towards the north, and here's the clearer skies coming in towards the northwest, and of course, as well as clearer skies, it's bringing in colder weather too. And the winds have been strongest along that front. We've seen gusts of 60 miles an hour plus in some places. Now, the big question is what happens towards the end of this week and into the weekend? You'll know for some time I was saying about a pressure build, albeit quite a temporary one, occurring around about the 18th or 19th. Well, we push that forward a little bit. It looks like it's going to be on the 20th that pressure builds in, which is Friday. And I think the GEM, which is the Canadian model, probably has the closest handle on this just at the moment. Although what we've got to bear in mind at this time of year is that with tropical storms and hurricanes in the atmosphere, models do have some difficulty dealing with this. But this is the Canadian picture for Saturday, and notice the ridge of high pressure here that's built through the country from high pressure down towards the south. A moist southwesterly feed affecting Western Ireland and Western Scotland, bringing outbreaks of rain there, which of course is what I said would happen. But elsewhere we're milder and we're dry. I think western coast always tend to see more cloud, best of the sunshine out towards the east. By the 22nd, so Sunday the 22nd, the Canadian does pick up a former hurricane and, well, the remnants of tropical storm actually, centred here towards the west of Scotland. Spins up that system quite deeply, look, and notice brings us a spell of wet and windy weather, particularly for more northern and western areas, while the south and east stay dry. However, only a temporary feature, because by the time we get through into Monday, it's cleared off towards the northeast and the ridge is building in again. And I'm just wondering if this ridge here is perhaps going to be trying to build its way northeastwards into the early part of next week. So it could be that we still get perhaps even 4 or 5 days of fine weather, but they're just broken up by that system going through. So it's something we need to watch for next weekend. Whatever happens, the weather certainly looks like it's going to be remaining autumnal. And then by the time we're getting through to the end of next Tuesday, look, you notice again, still got the ridge built in here, look, on the Canadian. Yes, there are fronts that are moving through Ireland and into Scotland, bringing periods of rain, but there we are, look, again, you see that ridge is built in. So this idea of high pressure coming in hasn't been particularly far off. Yes, it hasn't been a dominant high, but I didn't think it would be. But that ridge building from the south is certainly there. Of course, now it's time to get the detail into it. This is interesting from the GFS ensemble as well. Forecast for London. And notice how we're seeing a rise in temperature, so away from the cooler conditions that we've got just at the moment at the end of the week, as that southwesterly sets in. And notice how rainfall amounts fall off as well. Then as that system comes through during the end of next weekend into next Monday, we see the temperatures fall off before they kind of just steady out again. Although notice that the rainfall amounts never really pick up that much. Most of the rain is off towards the north and the west. I think Scotland and Ireland certainly are in for that. And then briefly, just to finish on, CFS chart showing something quite interesting from today. Notice the pretty mundane temperatures, look here, maximum temperatures through until around about the 9th of October. We then see a step change as temperatures fall off, and we see this gradual falling off in temperatures through October, but then look at that right at the very end of the month, where it turns cold at the end of the month. We'll go into more detail on this through the week, but I think it's quite interesting how we see these kind of steady temperatures through much of September and early October, then this kind of step change to cooler conditions during much of October before going cold at the end of the month. So plenty to talk about during the coming days. That just sets the scene nicely, doesn't it, for this week's videos. But for now, whatever you're doing, have a great day. Thanks for watching. Don't forget, we're kept free of charge by the adverts you see around the screen here, and by you coming back and using the site. It's what keeps us free of charge. So thank you for doing that, and whatever you're doing today, have a great day and keep the sun shining. Bye for now.